Old Trafford is the scene as first place Liverpool take on third place Manchester United. It's another top four clash in the Premier League, but can Liverpool get a win over their rivals? What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to Club 6, episode 14 of the FM20 Campus to Champions. And we have pulled a little bit of a gap at the top of the league. We're 4 points clear of Arsenal, Man United, Man City and Chelsea, who have dropped right out of the title race, are a further 6 points back. But, you know, we play Man United today in the first game, and it could all go wrong with one defeat at Old Trafford. So the games you missed out on since you last left us have been very, very good. We beat Chelsea 2-0, you were there for that. We had Fulham in the fourth round of the FA Cup. We scraped past them 2-1. We beat Bournemouth 5-0, Wolves 3-0. We did drop points at home against Leicester, but we did beat Benfica 1-0 in the Champions League away from home. So we do have an away goal, and hopefully we can finish the job at Anfield in the second game of this episode. We beat Villa 2-0, Kendall Appleyard getting 2 goals, and then we played Southampton back-to-back, once in the FA Cup, which was a 4-0 win, and then we invited them back for a Premier League game. We beat them 3-0. So all's been rosy since you last left us. I think the only thing that hasn't was our £200 million player, Benjamin Kolovic, picked up an injury. The next game after the Chelsea game, so he's been out for a month, but he is now back in sort of the side, back in rotation, and he's still scoring goals like there's no tomorrow. So we are going to start with the United game at Old Trafford, again a top 4 clash, and I've learnt my lesson, because away from home we don't do very well. So I'm going to go with a regista in the middle. He's kind of like a deep lying playmaker, but he's going to ping balls a little bit more aggressively. That's my own understanding of what a regista does. I'm probably wrong, but we're going to roll with it and see what happens. So we've got Alisson in goal, Rouanet, Badini, Ramirez and Gallen at the back. Murat Albriak's going to be the regista, with Turkas and Biasoli as the Mazzella. Ertz, Appleyard and Kolovic starts up front. Other than that, no real news to share with you. You know, we've gone through January, we've gone through February. We'll guys well just get straight on with the game. I think the biggest news is that we've managed to pull 4 points clear at the top of the league. The form has returned, which is good news, but this is going to be a true test to see if we really are going to defend our Premier League title. Old Trafford is the scene as first place Liverpool take on third place Manchester United. It's another top 4 clash in the Premier League, but can Liverpool get a win over their rivals? First highlight of the game, half an hour in, and Liverpool playing in the black, and Man United of course playing in the red as they are at home, as Marcus Rashford still kicking around. He's got to be in his 30s by now, as Albriak as the regista doing his job as the defensive midfielder. Appleyard though comes inside, he's got all on his own, takes a shot. He is in form. I wouldn't have put it past him to score in the top corner. Half time approaching, very quiet game at Old Trafford, nothing much going on. Would I take a draw? It's going to be drop points, but it is meaning that we are sort of, you know, United's not going to gain any points on us. So I'm going to give a bit of an aggressive, far from pleased from what I just saw from this team. And if I look at the tactics, I might go a little bit more direct in the second half to try and sort of force the action a bit, try and, get some action going. We'll go a little bit higher on the engagement, and we'll see if this regista experiment gets us the win. Ertz puts it in from the corner. It's a header from Kolovic. It's 1-0 to Liverpool, and Benjamin Kolovic gets his 6th goal of the season. And whenever he starts, he gets the goals, and that is why he is worth £200 million. Scored from the corner, and Liverpool are winning at Old Trafford. United now from the free kick, all the way up to Collier with a long shot. It's in the goal. That's not going to count. he was offside. Kunar was offside. Not going to count. I seen that coming a mile off. I'm blind, and I seen that was offside. I mean, they have 4 players all offside. Not going to count, United. Not going to count. 70 minutes. I'm going to dial it back to balanced. And we're going to see who's underperforming. Turkas, he's on a 6.4. So I'm going to bring him off. We'll bring Paulo Henrique to be the box-to-box midfielder there. I'm happy with everyone else, though. Everybody else seems to be doing all right. So, you know, we do Appleyard's on a booking. So I might bring Prince Chidi on to play on the right-hand side there. So we'll do that. We'll see how we get on. It puts it in for the box. It's a header straight at the keeper. But is that the end of the highlight, though? As United pump it upfield, Chuck Wheezy plays it out to the wing to Van Hoosden, who is a former Liverpool player. He wasn't a player when we were at the club, but he is a former Liverpool player. But we do clear it away. And United are going to start this move off again from the back. Veldman plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper, Onana. And United, it's a long highlight here. I'm very suspicious. Psychic powers are coming into play. I smell a goal as Tierney plays it out to Chuck Wheezy. And, you know, you could just tell when there's a long highlight, you know there's a goal coming. And United do grab the equaliser. A bit disappointing, a bit of a cheap goal to give away, really. Who was meant to be marking him? Who's that? Who's that? I think that's Ruine. I think it is, yeah, it's Ruine. Ruine should have been marking him. 1-1. United again from the corner, whip it in. It's a header from Tierney, and United have scored 2 late goals. And the argument could be made that they've really stolen one here. They've gone 2-1 up, and it's from the corner. Chuck Wheezy puts it in. Tierney with a free header. Ruine again involved. Should have been at the back post. Boys, don't throw this away. Coming into full time, and I think United have stolen this from us. So even when we go defensive, our away form again struggles. We've just not beaten the big teams away from home. A very disappointing performance. Far from pleased from what I just saw from this team. And like I say, away from home, we struggle. I tried doing tactical things. The press are slagging me off for trying to go a little bit further defensive. But, you know, I can't win. I try to go defensive, it doesn't work. And again, the title race is opened up once again as Arsenal, Man City and Chelsea now have a game in hand over us. I mean, if Arsenal will have their game in hand, they can go within a point of Liverpool in first place. So, you know, if I look at the schedule, look at the away games, right? If I filter this out, so if I just do Premier League, oh, come on, game, play nice. So, Premier League, and I want to do just the away games. So, take out the neutral, and I mean, there's your losses, look. So, we lost United away from home, Arsenal away from home, Spurs away from home, Chelsea away from home. So, what's that? 4 of the top 5 we've lost away from home. We can't beat them. We did draw against Man City, which, again, that's not a win. So, our away form is definitely the problem. I mean, compare that to our home form, which if I can show here, you know, we've only lost to Watford. We've won every other game and drawn, well, we drew to Wolves, drew to Leicester, but, you know, we beat Arsenal 4-0, we beat United 3-1, we beat Chelsea 2-0. So our home form's not the problem. It's the away form that's the issue here, because we can't get the job done. Not away from home anyway. But as I say, looking back at the league table, 3 points away from United. They have clawed it back, but it does leave the door open for Arsenal to get within a point. But we're going to focus on Champions League now, and we do go up against Benfica. We're 1-0 up from the first leg. We got the win out in Portugal, so we're going to invite them back to Anfield to hopefully finish the job. It is half time in the video. Thank you for reaching this far. YouTube advises me that over 2/3 of watchers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, go drop a subscription down there and help support the channel. Be very much appreciated. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much as always. So I'll let you carry on with the rest of the video. Hopefully you are enjoying so far. 1-0 up from the first leg, and we invite Benfica back to Anfield for us to finish the job. Bit of a rotation in the squad as we've got Bedini and Gallen both suspended. So we got Alisson in goal, Lopez, Peyo, Ramirez and Trent at the back, Turkas and Murat Albriak in the middle, Prince Chini, Marias, Garnicia, and of course we've got Kolovic up front. We're going back to our normal formation as we are at home, and I am confident we can finish the job and reach the quarter-finals of the Champions League. I'm going to give them a bit of an assertive team talk here. I'm going to tell them, it's a great opportunity to show the pundits why they were right. They seem to be more bothered about the pundits than they do the fans. But we welcome Benfica back to Anfield. 1-0 up. Can we finish the job and reach the last 8? As we get immediate highlight 1 minute in, it's either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. The thing is, if they score a goal, then the away goal has been ruled out and they're not going to score a goal like that. Free kick from Garnicia. Whips it into the box. It's a header. It's in the goal. And Javi Ramirez has just made it 2-0 to Liverpool on aggregate. 1-0 up on the night. It's a lovely worked free kick. Garnicia puts it in. It's a great header from Ramirez. And we are 7 minutes in. 1-0 up. The worst possible news. Kolovic has picked up an injury. It's his second injury since he's been with us. And it's a foot injury. I hope it's nothing major. It's a good job we got Krasniqi on the bench, but that's Kolovic's second injury now since he's been with us. Let's hope it's not serious. Garnicia loses the ball to Tocco, lumps it clear, and we are, or should recycle that, we do. And we're going to start this move off again as Lopez gives it into the midfield. Long ball out to Garnicia. Trent's on the overlap, but he doesn't need him. Garnicia works his way into the box, and he gets the second goal of the game. 2-0 on the night, 3-0 aggregate, and we can safely say I think we are through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League. As Garnicia does it all on his own, beats the man, comes inside, takes the shot. 2-0, 3-0 aggregate. Job done, hopefully. Benfica now, like I say, from the throw, they haven't really been in this game, and, it's always wary because they could come back and strike at any time, but we do win that ball as Garnicia now, the goal scorer, picks it up, long ball to try and find Krasniqi, dispossesses the defender, beats the other defender. Can he try and score a goal himself? Hits the side net in. Come up to half-time, we've done the business. 2-0 up on the night, 3-0 aggregate victory. Benfica have got to score 3 goals at Anfield to qualify. If they play anything like the second half that they did the first, I don't think that's going to happen. But, we're only 3/4 of the way through this game. Because, first half away, second half away, first half home, second half home. So, we've still got a quarter of this tie left to go. And Prince Chini just made it 3. So make that 4 goals. Benfica's going to score. It ain't going to happen. It is not going to happen. I'm calling it now. But it's good that we've, turned in a dominant display after that disappointing defeat against United. But Prince Chini makes it 3-0 on the night. And we're going into half-time very much in control of the tie. 4-0 aggregate so far. I'm just going to give them a calm. Very pleased. Let's keep this going. Free kick from Garnicia, edge of the area, puts it in. Well, he just give it back to him. It's all part of the free kick, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the part of the free kick tactic? No, there's a word I'm looking for. The routine, that's it. It's all part of the routine. It's to confuse them. It confused me, because it gave the ball back to Garnicia, but Joao Peyo, the centre-back, gets the goal. 4-0 on the night. How many are we going to score? Garnicia's now picked up an injury. He's got a bit of a tight groin. Turkas is injured as well. I tell you what, my players are falling over here. So, Prince Chini, you swap out onto the right-hand side. Fabian Ertz can come on the left. And Turkas, he's got an injury as well. So, we'll bring on Paulo Henrique. So, all changes made. A bit worried now that we might have an injury crisis at the end of this game. Marias pings it out to Trent. Is Trent going to get in on the action? Beats the slide, finds Prince Chini. He's swapped wings, but Trent's going to cross this in. Prince Chini, 1-2 with Trent. That's a poor clearance. I tell you what, Prince Chinny and Krasniqi just playing it back and forth. Who wants to score? Krasniqi's like, oh, go on then, I'll have a go. And we do make it 5-0. How many 1-2s were involved in this play? I mean, Prince Chinny to Trent, Marias, Krasniqi 1, 2, bang. Krasniqi gets the goal. 6-0 on aggregate. And I tell you what, it looks like we're looking for more goals as we've got another highlight 72 minutes in. It is all Liverpool. It's just a question of how many goals are we going to score. It's a long ball to Ertz. Ertz goes to the byline, crosses it for Krasniqi. It's 7-0 on aggregate. 6-0 on the night. Krasniqi with his 20th goal of the season. You know, I just hope that Kolovic is not out for ages. And this is kind of why I brought in Kolovic, because Krasniqi is also a top draw striker. So if he does go down, we know we've got a good, sort of, not a backup, but a good rotation in Krasniqi. 7-0 on aggregate. Kessie headers it away, but Lopez from left back's going to recover it here. And Ertz, he's got a good cross on him, finds Krasniqi off the line. It's another goal, and that is 7-0 on the night. 8-0 aggregate. It is just too easy for Liverpool. Where were these goals against United? Can we, take 2 goals away from this game and just add them on to the last game? If only football worked like that. But Krasniqi, second time, gets it in. 7-0 on the night. Let's go for 9. But we might as well see the rest of this game out through together. It's going to be an 8-0 aggregate win unless the boys want to put a 9th goal in, just to add insult to injury for Benfica. I mean, stop. Right, they're already dead. They're already done, boys. Oh, look, they're looking for more. I think they want to put the United game behind them, I think. But Esposito's in the box. It's a good slide from Peo. Does well. And Lopez will clear this ball. So I think what we'll do is we'll show off the Champions League quarter-final at the end of this episode, just to see who we're going to get and where our path to the final is going to be. We made the semi-finals last year, got knocked out by Barcelona, very close tie. So I'm hoping to go one step further this year and reach the final. So I'm going to tell them, I'm going to give them a passionate, well done, very pleased with the performance. But on a Jekyll and Hyde episode, poor against United, but, we bounced back with a 7-0 win over Benfica. So, let's have a look at the injuries though. Let's see how we're looking. So, Kolovic again out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's not good news. That's the second month injury he's had. I mean, if I show you the injuries here, he had where was it here? 3 weeks out with a hamstring. Now he's out for another 3 weeks with sprained ankle ligaments. It's not good news. He's not had a very good time with injuries, but, we've got Krasniqi, and, he's not just a 6-month signing, Kolovic. He's for the future. He's going to bang goals in for fun. Turkas out for 3 days. Garnish out for 2 days. So it's only really Kolovic that's got the major injury there. So we get some money. We'll praise Krasniqi. You did well. Superb in front of goal. And now they want to discuss a new contract for Joao Peo. Sack your agent. Sack your agent. Yes, we got him to sack his agent. Get in there. So we look at the competition. So it looks like we are going to be in the quarter-final draw. So we'll show that off and see who we get. Champions League quarter-final draw. And the teams are in the hat. And they are Borussia Dortmund, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Liverpool, AC Milan, PSG, and Zenit St. Petersburg. So out of all those teams, like I say, at this stage of the competition, there are no easy teams. But I would like maybe Zenit St. Petersburg or maybe Borussia Dortmund. That'd be an interesting game to go through with. So we'll have an automatic draw. Who are Liverpool going to get? It's going to be PSG will play Borussia Dortmund. Liverpool will play Inter Milan. Interesting. So, did we face Inter Milan last year? We might have faced Inter Milan last year. I have a funny feeling we did. But I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure we faced them last year. So we do play Inter Milan in the quarterfinals. So what's going to be the semi-final draw? Let's have a look. So what's the semi-final? What's the route to the final looking like? It's going to be Liverpool or Inter will play AC Milan or Zenit St. Petersburg. I think we've got the easier side of that draw, but that is a confirmation that Liverpool will play Inter Milan in the quarter-final of the Champions League. And as always, let's have a look at the tree. Let's see what our route to the final looks like. So there's the route to the final. So we've got Inter Milan. The winners will play AC Milan or Zenit. And then we've got PSG, Dortmund, Barca or Manchester City. So I think what we will do is we will come back next time for one of the legs against Inter Milan, either the home or the away. We'll see what happens, and fingers crossed, we can make the semi-finals. But leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. We will be uploading Campus to Champions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM BST. And tune in next time as we'll have one Premier League game alongside our Inter Milan Champions League quarterfinals. That was a lot harder for me to say than I thought. Quarterfinal, second leg. Can we reach the semi-finals? Thank you very much for watching.